that is my brother. So Freedom Forum, I'm going to let her tell you more about it, but it's a platform for all organizations. So we want to bring the music element to everything. Kayla's going to describe a little bit more about what we're all about. And so everybody, big warm welcome for Kayla Reiner, please.
I'm sure, like a lot of you, we've lost a lot of friends and family throughout this because they just don't understand. So, Freedom Forum, we are a new platform that's going to be entering to help lift up all the other organizations and set up a tent. So, mycanadianfreedom.com, and we'll be launching a lot more stuff to come, so stay tuned for that. We have a bunch of more events coming up. There will be one next weekend in Woodstock. That's where I live. I'm from Kitchener, live in Woodstock. It'll be on November 15th on the Sunday, starting at 2 o'clock. We're also going to be organizing one in Kitchener and London. Those will be to come, and I'll let you know about the dates. So I want to talk a little bit about the kids, because I'm a mom of 2 kids, and it makes me insanely emotional what they are going through. I pulled my kids from public school. Yeah! They are in a private school that does not require them to wear masks. I cannot fathom putting a petri dish on my kid's face for 8 hours a day. 4 months ago, Dr. Bonnie Henry from BC, the provincial health official, and New Brunswick, their chief medical officer, Jennifer Russell, said on live TV that prolonged and long periods of mask use was not safe and could lead to very serious health effects. Guys, they said this on live TV. Bonnie Henry said, we will never see our kids wear masks in school. That won't be a thing. We know that we have better things to do and better processes to put in place than to put masks on our kids' faces. Because that's not the be-all and end-all. What really matters is that, we're distancing, specific size groups, washing hands. Masks won't be a thing for children. 4 months later, across Canada, we are seeing masks on our children's faces in school. And different boards are taking it upon themselves to make whatever rules they feel like they want to make. And that means for some, they're making them wear masks outside on recess. They're making them wear masks in gym class. That is dangerous, guys. These kids have no right to breathe. And to me, this is basic science 101, okay? You put a cloth piece of fabric on your face. Every single one of us has natural bacteria that our bodies are supposed to expel. Okay? You're putting these masks on children who don't understand how to properly wear masks, as little as 4 years old, sometimes even 3 when they go into school. They are touching those masks. There's bacteria collecting on the outsides of their masks from everyone around them, not to mention all the bacteria that they are naturally supposed to expel. So that bacteria sits inside their masks in a moist, dark breeding ground, a perfect breeding ground to multiply bacteria and collect molds. And that's sitting on their faces for 6 to 8 hours a day. No breaks other than to sit and eat. And if you are one of those children that are exempt from wearing a mask, you're going to have the principals that are putting their thumb on you and bullying their parents and trying to say that you cannot be exempt if you don't bring a doctor's note. That is not true, guys. I want you to know that it goes against the Education Act to force masks on your children, especially from K to 3, especially from K to 4, because that was not mandated. That did not come down from the government. That is the boards trying to tell people that they have to put masks on their children. So, If you are a parent and your kid is still in school, please take the mask off your kid's face. Please. We are going to wipe out an entire generation of children through serious health effects. The most insane amounts of disease that are going to continue to progress, not to mention the psychological traumas, the worst lengths of mental health that you're going to see probably in our lifetime from these kids wearing masks on their face. So please understand, you have the right. Stand up, parents. Say no. And when that principal tells you that you need a doctor's note, you say no. No, I don't. I'm the parent. I know my rights. I know this goes against the Education Act. I know that there are people standing up and there are organizations, including Russell Galati, that have lawsuits against the boards for enforcing masks on our children's faces. Say no. Fill out that form. Tell them, absolutely not. I make the call. These are my children, and if you feel like you need to, give them all the proof you want about how masks are dangerous, because it's all out there, guys. There's no science that proves that putting a mask on your face, who's liable? Who is liable to these children? Who is liable? No one's liable. What happens when someone drops dead? I hope you are filling out a liability form for these principals. I hope that they understand that if something happens to your children because they have forced a mask on their face for 68 hours a day, that they're going to be liable. Because there is no proof that there is no repercussions to this. And so I went from sad to angry, and I'm a ball of emotions, but it kills me. It hurts my heart, and it scares me for the future of our children. And as a mom, I'm going to stand up here, and I'm going to fight for my children. I'm going to fight for your children, and I'm going to fight for their grandchildren.
That's Kayla Reiner, everybody. She's my right hand for this new project we've taken on. So I've got two things. First one is mycanadianfreedom.com, which is going to be a directory for every organization across this country to come together, to join together, so you'll be able to find out where they're having their events, what kind of events, the addresses, the locations, because that's what I've done since day one. I've supported all the organizations, and that's what I plan to do. So Freedom Forum will bring that event. So if you are a founder of one of the organizations that I don't already have full contact with, which would be a very rare scenario, then do contact me, and we'll bring whoever you need. You want David Icke? Tell me, I'll get him. You want Andrew Kaufman? As you saw, tell me, I'll get him. You want somebody with a big name to draw in people? Tell me, I will do whatever I can in my power to get him. So, and it helps. You know, I've been around the music industry for a very long time. I'm a woman of many hats. I am a psychologist, a clinical psychologist.